Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So today, before I head up to the academy and get some training in, I want to share with you this very powerful message that I just found today. Again, it's just the way the universe works for me. I talk about something, I think about something in a positive manner, and it just sends me stuff like these videos. So I'm on Instagram, okay? My Instagram, I got a lot of motivational stuff on there that I follow, that I like. And I came across this new video, and it was Choose Your Hard, okay? Choose Your Hard. So I listened to it, and it's a short little clip, but it's just fire. So here it goes, right? Choose your hard, right? You got a choice, choose which one. And the guy starts off and he's talking about, it's hard to grind, right? It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to be motivated. It's hard to, stay healthy. It's hard to do all these things that you need to do. The things that you need to get done in order for you to be successful and have good health and good credit and good everything, right? And he says, it's also hard to be broke, to be depressed, to be governed by anxiety. I thought that was a really big one, that one and depressed, because I feel like a lot of people these days are dealing with those kind of issues, those kind of things. It's hard to be inconsistent, like to stay inconsistent. It's hard not to have daily habits. It's hard to not believe in yourself. It's hard to stay broke. It's hard to stay poor. And this list goes on of all these things where it's really hard to do, right? Like to stay in these mindsets that you're at. So you have a choice to choose the hard road of the grind, the focus, the motivation, the positive thinking, doing the right things, taking care of your body the right way, exercising, eating the right foods. For me, my student coming to jiu-jitsu practice, we got these text messages that we send out to our students that haven't been there. And one of my students was like, oh, wow, I can't believe I haven't been there in that long. Yeah, man, get to class, get back to class. It's hard to like this guy says, it's hard to stay inconsistent with things. When you're inconsistent with things, nothing happens good for you. If you're inconsistent, if you don't have good daily habits, nothing's good going to come out of that. If you're just staying broke, what good is that going to do you? You know what I mean? That's not going to help you or your family. If you stay depressed and you're not focused on trying to get that thing fixed and get your mind in the right place, that's not a good thing. That's hard to do. That's harder to me than the grind and the focus, the motivation, and all the other good things that are hard to do. Being in this other category of broke, depressed, anxiety, inconsistent behaviors, bad daily habits, not believing in yourself, staying broke, staying poor, staying in a poor mindset, poor health. Those things are harder. That's much, much, much harder to do and deal with in life than the other thing. It is. To me, it's it's a monotonous kind of daily thing that I have to deal with my workouts and my runs. Today's Wednesday, so I ran 3 miles already this morning. I'm about to go train jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna train jiu-jitsu tonight. And I'm gonna come home and have a good, healthy lunch. And the process just repeats itself on a daily thing. And I listen to these things on a daily thing. It is hard to do, to keep up with these things. It's hard to keep, I'm looking out my front window, to keep up with the front yard, keep it looking nice, the backyard, keep it looking nice, the inside of the house, keep it looking nice, my truck, keep it looking nice, the school, keep it looking nice, keeping my students, trying to keep them on track. Those are all hard things to do, okay? Those are all hard things to do. But it's even harder if I let my health go. I let my mindset go, versus a good, healthy, positive mindset into a more depressed, broke mindset. It's hard to be consistent with all these daily good habits, but to me, it's even harder to be inconsistent and let all this good thing that I worked so hard for to have, let it all go. These daily, I wash dishes, I wash clothes, I got to wash my workout clothes. I work out 3 times a day. I'm always washing clothes, every single day. It's wash clothes, fold clothes, hang clothes. Get them off the rack, fold them, put them back where they go, wash dishes, cooking, it's just the same old thing, just day in and just day out. And sometimes I do complain, like to myself. I'm like, man, dude, I get tired of doing this. Like I do. But then I think back of like, well, I could be at General Motors all day working, 6 in the morning till 3 or 4 in the afternoon, stuck on that job, doing a job that I hate, having, carpal tunnel syndrome and a bad shoulder and everything else from the monotony of like, or the repetitive, things that we were doing on that job that was just bad for me, being stuck in that place, where the lighting isn't good and it's just depressing, it's like, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'd rather have the life and the things that I'm having to deal with now than having to go back to that thing that I was dealing with for 11 years when I worked there. I don't want to go back there. So I check myself. I remind myself like, man, this is hard to do, but I'd rather be living this lifestyle than that lifestyle. I'd rather be healthy. It's hard to get up on a routine basis and work out or run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, lift on Tuesday, Thursday, train 2 jiu-jitsu sessions each day. I don't have to do those things. I could easily lay on the couch and not do any of those things and just go and teach class or pay one of my coaches to teach class and not even show up to the school at all. And then do what though? And do what? Just lay around and be lazy? Like that's not it. It's hard to do those things. But I understand that it's even harder to have poor health, to have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart problems. Just whatever you can think of when you just don't take good care of yourself, and at the age that I'm at 47, it's even more crucial now more than ever that I stay on top of those things because, your body falls apart as it gets older. And if you're not taking care of yourself, that's harder to deal with. It's harder to deal with taking all kind of medication and pills that I see other people have to take because of lack of just taking good care of themselves. I don't want to be broke. I see what that does to people. I see how hard people have to live because they are broke. I see how hard it is for people to live when they are depressed, when they are dealing with things that they're letting, like this guy said, letting your life being governed by anxiety, okay? Letting your life be governed by like inconsistency and bad daily habits. I see what those kind of daily habits and those kind of things do to people and what kind of life they're living and how hard it is. That's not the way I want to go. That's not the way that I choose not to do that. So when this guy says, choose your hard, it's right on point. Like I choose the hard thing of the grind, the focus, the motivation, like staying on top of my daily habits on a routine basis and don't break away from those at all. Like never. Like I'm going to be this way until I'm just no longer on this earth anymore because I know the second that I stop doing these things, everything starts to fall apart. It's so hard to get somewhere and it's so easy to go back to somewhere. Think about like if you ever had to lose weight. Not that I had to, but like you got in good shape. You're doing really good for yourself. And then you laid off of that. You went back to eating those other foods. You went back to not working out. It took so long to get rid of that weight and get healthy. And it goes like that. Like you can, like in 2 weeks of not eating right and not working out and not doing the right things, your body will like gain that weight back plus some. Like I've done all this work in jiu-jitsu for all these years, and my jiu-jitsu is like really, really good right now. But like if I just take time off and don't go train for 3-6 months or something like that, my jiu-jitsu is not going to be the same when I come back. And that applies to everything, my credit, my money in the bank, like how I handle things, how I take care of everything. It's a lot of work to stay on top of those things, but it's much, much, much harder to deal with being broke, being depressed, having anxiety, not believing in myself, having negative thoughts and negative mindset and being poor and being broke. Way harder. So choose your heart. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.